This right here is a hull that I had laying around, and today what we're going to do is actually attach a turret to this and get it into a fight. So let's go ahead and start by adding a turret and adding a cannon and then fighting with it. Alright, so one of the first things that I want to do is actually remove these guys right here. We no longer need those. We're then going to go to freeform turrets and we're going to smack one of those directly in the center. What we'll do from there is kind of weird actually. We're going to make the diameter of this a lot smaller. We're then going to try and make this actually very skinny too. So select all of that. Let's do this into the interior. Very nice. Do this into here as well. Very cool. And then what we're going to do is drag it down, which could be a very, very weird thing to do, but it's fine. So extend this guy forwards out to the front like this. From there, we're going to extend it again, and we're going to extend it off to the sides. This is where things get weird, actually. So instead of bringing it that far forwards, we'll just bring it to here. We're then going to extend it out to the sides, just like this. And then maybe, just maybe, it will look cool if I do this and this. And I kind of want it so that it points backwards from there. So if I can, let's bring this out and down and out a little bit more, I guess. There we go, just like this. And then we should be able to send it backwards from there, maybe. So if we grab this, extend this guy backwards like this. There we go. That's pretty awesome. We should then be able to scoop that inwards. And that is a very nice shape. Alright, so from there, we're going to extend all of these guys upwards just like this. I am going to have to angle it backwards slightly too, but so far, so good. Yes! Alright, cool. Something like that. From there, what I want to do is lower the centerpiece down if I can. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to do that, actually. Undo everything. Undo everything. Alright, so drop this down to around there. And then what we'll do is just extend the side pieces up. Like this, and then we should have a much nicer shape. So scoot this out to the side, just like so, and our cannon can go right there in the center. Alright, so let's go and extend this guy upwards as well. Here we go, just like so. We're then going to need to get ourselves a new turret and shove that into this, and then attach the gun to there. Alright, so here's the turret we're putting in the center. Let's go ahead and get it pretty central. There we go. In fact, actually make that central and then select all of this and move it down to there, if possible. There we go. And now it seems a lot more useful, I guess. In fact, actually, it's still slightly off. There we go. That looks pretty good. So if we move this into the correct location, around there, we should be able to smack a turret directly onto there. Or a gun, sorry. Just like this? Oh, it might be the wrong way around. That is a good point, actually. It could be that it is the wrong way around. So if I shove that on there, that is clearly wrong. That is clearly wrong. What is that even attached to? If I try and shove it on the front of this, yeah, that is actually pointing upwards. So we need to go to this. I need to angle it over just like that, and then I need to bring it round this way. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. From there, what I want to do is make the actual cannon a lot bigger. So we're going to go for a 103mm gun. Yes. We're going to make the first bit 1.5 meters long, and then the second bit is going to be like 2 meters long, which is insane. We'll make this a lot bigger by making this 40, and this 40 as well. Yes. And we'll leave that bit a little bit smaller at like 10. There we go, 10 and 10. Beautiful. So far, that actually looks really good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and extend this guy backwards. I'm then going to go to pretty much all the edges of this, and I'm going to make it bigger, because I can. So extend this, there we go. We got a big old rectangle thing going on. Squidge it a little bit, so it's around the same size as the actual gun. Bring that up to there as well. Bring this down this way, and I guess I'm actually just going to go ahead and extend that bit backwards. Here we go. So that's like the breach, as it were. Sure, I'm sure that's fine. Right, so from there, what do I want to do? I'm not even entirely sure. I'm not sure. So, maybe if we grab these pieces and we somewhat send it forwards, maybe that'll look okay? I don't really know. Yep, sure. Grab these guys, extend it out to the side, and squidge them. There we go. And that looks like a bit of a breach to me. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. I am going to do what we tried before by putting a commander's cupola on the back of this. However, I do think it's not really going to work out. So maybe that is actually a bad idea. But what I want to do is Make it as tiny as it can possibly be. And just shove it onto the back of there. That is literally it. That's all I want. So if we can angle it round, just like this. I might actually make it longer, just like that. And then I'm going to try and push it down into the right place, which is there. That doesn't look too bad. That actually doesn't look too bad at all. Nice. There are still more things that I do want to add though, and that is stuff like this. So I'm going to go ahead and make this quite large and shove it onto there. Luckily it has actually added it to both sides. I'm then going to make this taller, just like so, and I think I'm just going to do multiple of these. So that's going to go around there, as long as I can get it in somewhat the right location. There we go. And I'm going to shove one onto the bottom side as well, somewhere around here. There we go. Lovely. Alright, so if we can go to structural, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to shove it on there. I'm going to shove another one further backwards. Kind of. Alright, let's do that again. To around there, that's fine. And I do need an actual gunner's sight. And I think that's going to go off to the side right here like this. Which I think does work. Oh, that's sick. It turns too quick though. Oh, I see what I've done here. I've made a boo-boo. Alright, so, unfortunately for us, I'm going to have to delete this cannon. Yep, that's going to have to go, unfortunately. And we're going to have to replace that with something along the lines of this, which is fine. There you go, that does actually fit on there. However, the breech is... Alright, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. We're going to need one of these guys to make it really tiny. There we go, shove that into there. Because, if we go to the turret, we're going to have to make it smaller. I say make it smaller, we're going to have to actually turn it around. So it's going to be like that instead. So now when I go to aim, it will actually aim properly. Yes, perfect. Alright, so go to the gun. Yes, we're going to make that a 103 again. We're going to set this to actually 55 and 55. Excellent, that looks like a huge cannon. That's okay. Drop this down to like 10, and this down to like 10 as well. And make it really big. So 2 meters, actually 1.5 meters, and 2 meters. There we go. That looks really strange actually, now that we've built it that way. But I guess it's fine. Muzzle brake, we'll go with one of these, I think. If I can select the right gun. There we go. Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool. Nice. Alright, so I'm thinking we need to make this a lot bigger, which is fine. So make that 1050. Excellent. We're then going to have to make sure the rounds fit, which they do indeed. And I think I'm actually really happy with that. So, all I need to do now is go to faces and just add armor to all of them. Okay, so I think I'm actually really pleased with this so far, but I want to add some detail to it as well. One of the things I want to add is one of these guys, and I just want it to look overall a little bit nicer than it currently does. So I think that's the next thing that we do. I'm going to squidge it so it seems smaller, I think. And then I'm going to push it out to the side so that it's no longer on the inside and it's only on the outside. Sure. And there we go. I think that's pretty much going to be it. So let's get ourselves into a fight and see how this goes. Alright, here we are. We are in the Tiger map, which is interesting. I don't know how much armor this thing actually has in terms of the actual body of it, but the cannon is very much armored. So let's get ourselves in there and see if we can win. Also, there is 6 of us versus 6 enemies. This is going to be interesting. Okay, right, I should have probably worked this out beforehand, but I can't see anything. What I've done is I've actually put the gunner's sight inside of a ladder. Yeah, so I'm going to have to move that over to the side. It's going to make it harder to aim, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, apparently one enemy has already been murderized by our tanks. Oh, the reload time is about 10 seconds. Uh-oh. So I'm going to wait here on this hill. I'm going to absorb some shots, at least I think anyway. Let's go ahead and shoot this guy first. Nice. And then let's move on to this guy. Hopefully we can actually tank these rounds. We are quite pointy overall, which is nice. Let's go ahead and fire in 3, 2, 1. There we go. Nice. There's only one enemy remaining. And he's dead. That's insane. Everybody died so quickly. Alright, so I'm thinking it is slightly ugly on the back end of this. So I'm actually going to go ahead and grab this guy, and I'm going to do this. It might make things look a little bit nicer. It might also make things look a little bit more ugly. Who knows? But yeah, let's go ahead and push this guy back this way. This one's going to come back over too. And overall, I think that's okay. Alright, so just to make sure that that wasn't a fluke, let's go in again and see if we can take them out again. Ooh, weirdly, this time, because I've extended the turret a little bit, there's actually only 5 of us versus 6 enemies. So, that's kind of strange. I only extended it a tiny amount, and yet that made a massive difference because we get 1 less tank. That's insane. Alright, well, I'm currently getting shots. That guy did just die, the one that was shooting me, which is nice. There is a king tiger over there, so I think we're actually about to start having more of a fight than we had before. Okay, so unfortunately for this king tiger, I think, yeah, I was gonna say, our rounds actually go straight through him. So he was coming up here being like, oh, I'm a big boy tank, and I will destroy all of you guys, and you can't do anything. But no, our rounds go straight through him, which is awesome. Go ahead and shoot this one. Alright, unfortunately our rounds didn't go straight through that guy. But we're gonna continue in and continue tanking shots. Alright, so I don't know what's going on here, but my friendly tanks don't seem to want to shoot this guy in the side. So I am actually probably gonna have to shoot him directly in the face, which is unfortunate because that's his... Oh, never mind, that's his most armored part. This guy right here needs shooting next. I'm gonna aim for this lower bit, because it's the flattest bit to me, and he's dead. Yeah! Alright, there's only 1 enemy tank remaining. I'm not entirely sure where it is. Never mind, I found the last enemy tank. He is just down there, and he's dead. Yeah, there's no way he was gonna survive that. Beautiful! So yeah, overall this tank, actually, very, very nice. It works really well. I don't know if the turret's quite how I wanted it to be, but it actually worked very nicely. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.